Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you guys. So tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, the ups, the downs, what happened, how my family reacted to it, just all of that stuff, because I haven't gotten into that yet with you guys. So I figured I would talk about that because I seen a few of you commenting and I got a few DMs and I was asking you guys to give me some video suggestions. So that was one of them, and I thought that was an amazing idea, so I'm going to talk to you guys about it tonight. So let's get right into this video. Okay, so how was I diagnosed? Let's get to that first. Well, I was, I was born, I was 7 pounds, a normal weight for a baby. I seemed normal, I didn't have any issues, when I was born. My mom took me home, and my dad, everything seemed relatively normal. They didn't start to see problems until I was, I think, about 1.5. They noticed that I got sick a lot, more than a normal child would, but my mom didn't know because I was her first kid. So she didn't know, what is this not normal, she didn't know that, because I was her first child, so how was she supposed to know that? My dad was kind of in the picture at the time, but my mom, she kept taking me to the doctor, and, people were telling her, like, you're crazy, like, there's nothing wrong with her, and, like, there was, obviously. Sorry. I think my sugar's low. I'll be right back. Alright guys, my sugar gets low and I start to feel crazy, so I have to immediately drink or eat something, so I'm just gonna drink this Boost while I'm talking to you guys. So anyways, where was I? So my mom kept taking me to the doctor because I kept getting sick. I got constant colds, I have to chug it because it has to get down in my bloodstream really fast. But, so, she was just like, this isn't normal, like, my daughter should not be getting sick like this and stuff, So she had to put me in daycare because my mom was a working mom. My dad was a truck driver. So, they weren't able to watch me. Of course, my mom couldn't take me to work with her. So, they put me in daycare. The people at daycare told my mom, like, this isn't normal, you need to get this checked out. She is just sick all the time. She's getting sick after she eats, she seems like there's something wrong. Well, there was. I was very, very, very malnourished. I wasn't getting the nutrition that I needed. I wasn't getting the food. The food wasn't absorbing my body because I didn't have my enzymes, because nobody knew that I had CF. So I was just getting literally just sicker and sicker. It was getting worse, and it's scary to think about because, nobody knew what was wrong. So the people at the doctor just kept saying that I had asthma and allergies. So they suggested that I do an inhaler, and, nothing was working, nothing. So my mom kept taking me back, and crazy enough, there was a lady that was at the doctor's office that I kept going back to, that was fresh out of fresh out of medical school. She had just she went to UK, which is the hospital that I go to now. She went to that college, and she went to school with somebody who had cystic fibrosis. So, she was like, I know this may seem far off, but all the symptoms that you're telling me that she's having, that's kind of sounding like cystic fibrosis. So we should do a genetic test and see, do a sweat test and see if she has CF. She probably doesn't have it, but we might as well do it. So everyone, which is completely unprofessional of these doctors to say, oh, she probably doesn't have it, she's fine. So that's what they kept telling my mom, as my mom is, of course worried to death, gonna find out if I have CF or not. So my mom takes me to the hospital to get the sweat test done. And I remember it. I was about 3 and a half. I remember, I have a good memory, so of things that happened long ago, but short term, not very good. So they put these metal plates on my arm and they strapped them around, and they kind of shock you, and it doesn't feel good. I remember it hurt pretty bad. And they collect your sweat to go see if it has enough salt or whatever. I don't know how that goes technically, but that's how they figure out if you have CF. So they called my mom and they're like, you need to come in. And my mom's like, no, tell me now, tell me on the phone, I want to know, does she have CF? And they're like, yeah, she has CF. And my mom immediately hung up the phone, she was pissed, because all along they were telling her I was fine, that my mom was crazy for taking me to the doctor so much, and all of this stuff, and my mom was just pissed. So they recommended me go to UK Children's Hospital, where I go now. And my mom was like, no, I'm not taking any advice from you guys screwed up. And I'm just she was pissed, So I ended up going, obviously, to the hospital that they told her to take me to. My nurses ended up being amazing, being my best friends, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But, it was hard. My mom, of course, took it hard. She was, of course, heartbroken that I had cystic fibrosis, and then, she was scared that my sister, because I have a little sister, so we're scared. I wasn't scared. I didn't know what was going on. Obviously, I was just 3 and a half. So my mom and dad are, of course, scared. What if my sister has it? So, but then again, there's this hope that maybe she does, though, so me and her could bond better. I don't know how to explain that. It is hard, very, very hard, to have a sister that does not have CF, because she doesn't understand, a lot of the things that I go through, and she sees it, but she doesn't understand. And me and her, I love my sister. I love her to death. But are me and her super close? No, we're not. And I feel like a lot of that is because she doesn't have CF, and I feel like she probably feels guilty sometimes. And, I don't ever want her to feel that way, because, of course, it's not her fault. And I'm so happy she doesn't have CF, because I would never wish this disease on anybody. It has, taken over my life. It has done so much to, interfere with my life, and I am thankful that my sister does not have it. But they did the test on my sister. Like I said, it was negative. She doesn't have CF. But of course, my family, they all took it so hard, and I, of course, like I said, didn't know what was going on. So my first hospitalization was when I was 5 and a half. Why did I say 5 and a half? Blah. Forget that. It was my 5th birthday. My 5th birthday, the first time I was hospitalized. And I remember it like I really remember it because, like I said, it was my 5th birthday, and they threw me a huge birthday party. I got so many presents in this hospital. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea why I was in the hospital. I didn't know, like, what the heck was going on. Like, why am I in the hospital, you know? And so I went in, and I think I had to stay for 12 days, I think. And it was my first time going home with a PICC line and IV antibiotics. And they had taught my mom how to do all that. The first hospitalization was the hardest on my mom. My mom cried a lot. But, my mom is so strong, and she was there for me through it all. She never once left me. She was just there all the time. And my grandparents, they were there, not all the time, of course, because there was not enough room in the room, but they would have, if they were needed. But it was just chaos, I didn't know what was going on. I was confused, I was just a little kid being put in the hospital, getting all these needles and pokes and not knowing why. What's the point, I didn't know why. I didn't know why this was happening to me, and I was scared, That's, when you're a child, you're, of course, going to be scared when you're getting poked with all these needles, and you're scared, and, it sucks. And, I'm thankful that I had my nurses that I got super close with, and that are still there today, and it's just crazy to think that my 18th birthday is Friday, and I can't believe it, that I'm going to be 18. And, this disease has brought me so many bad things, but I have made it to 18 years old, and I am so thankful. But it's so scary as well, It's scary. Adulting is scary, There's no doubt about it. Turning 18 is scary. I have to start making adult decisions. I have to start doing, making my appointments, doing all those phone calls. That's scary to me. That scares me, okay? Like, change scares me. But, I do plan on going to, like, a beauty school that is, in my town. I'm wanting to go to beauty school. See, at first, I was thinking, do I want to go to beauty school, or do I want to go to nursing school? Because I've wanted to be a nurse my whole life. Since I was little, I've always looked up to my nurses. But, I've thought about it, and I just know I would be on my feet so much. And where I am now with my CF is not like where I want to be, and I don't have the energy. I want to get that taken care of first, and then maybe later on, if I still want to, I can do nursing school. But for now, I want to go into cosmetology and do makeup and hair and all that fun stuff. I want to be a makeup artist. I love makeup. You guys can tell from my makeup collection in the last video. I am a makeup hoarder. I love makeup. I will be doing a lot of makeup videos on this channel. This channel is going to be really fun, guys, and I'm so excited that I started this channel. And I'm thankful to my nurse, one of my nurses, that inspired me to start this channel, and she talked me into it, and I'm so thankful that I did, because it's became a hobby for me. I didn't really do much with my life, and now I'm constantly planning what is my next video going to be, constantly editing and practicing with editing and just experimenting, and it's really fun. Editing, no, it's not fun. It takes forever, but the outcome is fun. It's fun to watch what I've created, you know? But like I said, like, I'm so thankful for my family that I have and for the people that I've met from having CF. CF is a horrible disease. And it's taken my friends away from me. It's taken half my life away from me. It's made me spend half of my life in the hospital. It's done so many things, but it's also brought good into my life. Now, if there was only bad, that would be horrible. But there's good that comes with it too. And I will discuss more of that in another video. But there is good. I've met some of the nicest, sweetest, most kind-hearted people I've ever met in my life due to cystic fibrosis. I have, you know, discovered myself, like, got a voice for myself. I stick up for myself, and I tell people, you know, like, no, I will not be doing this, I will be doing this. Like, I, you know what's going on with my body. I have learned to communicate with my doctors to know when it's time to come in the hospital and when I'm sick, you know. I have just, there's so much, you know, that it's made me who I am. I'm so sympathetic towards people. I have the biggest heart. I always have, and I know that's from, you know, going through this disease, you know. And when I was little, like I said, I was terrified being held down for all those procedures and just all the scary things that I went through, like all the PICC lines and the IVs and all those scary things that I went through. It has taught me today, you know, like, and I do have horrible anxiety and depression, and it does come from, you know, having CF. Anxiety and depression is going to come with having a chronic illness usually. Not everybody has it, but usually it is. It does come with it. But like I said, I'm thankful for everything that I have been given in life. I'm thankful that I get to turn 18 Friday. I'm thankful for everything that I've been given. I really am. And my friend Whitney, shout out to Whitney because I love you so much. She got me new equipment for doing these videos. She got me a ring light, a little ring light, and it's so cute. You can just hook it on to wherever you want, and it's perfect lighting instantly. And she got me this tripod that I'm using right now to set you guys up on. And she wrote me a note, and it said well, hold on. Well, I'm recording. I don't know why I just looked for my phone, but she said keep inspiring people and keep doing your videos, and I just love her, and I'm so thankful for her. She is one of the people I talked about where I said she is one of the sweetest, kindest people I've ever met in my life, and that she's a once in a lifetime person that I will ever meet, you know. I love her. She's my sis, you know, my sister. Sisters for life. But she, like she said, I would love to inspire people. That's the goal of doing these videos, is that I hope there are some younger CFers watching this, or younger people just with a chronic illness watching me, and they can agree with some of the things that I'm saying in my videos, and that's awesome, you know. I would love to inspire people, because that's the point of these videos. So in the next videos, I will talk about so many more things. There'll be so many more videos. I will never run out of video ideas, and you guys, well, keep sending me in video ideas because I love to get them, and I will always, you know, take them into consideration and, you know, usually do a video on it. So if you guys want me to do something, of course, comment below or DM me on my Instagram. I will put my Instagram down below in in the description. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are amazing, and I couldn't thank you enough for just like being there and watching my videos and giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel like you guys are going to if you haven't already. And you know, just being there and telling me to keep going and to inspire people, because it makes me feel so good inside when you guys say that. So thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.